full form of this term is building information modeling, that all of you know. The concept is not new. Indeed, the research papers about the creation and employment of virtual building models were first published in the 1970s. The term building information modeling was used for the first time in 1992 by the researchers Van Netherwen and Tolman. However, the widespread dissemination of the term was initiated by the software company Autodesk, which used it the first time in a white paper published in 2003. So that's why the Autodesk softwares are most popular. This company coined the term, made it more popular in the AEC industry. So later we will learn most of the BIM softwares by Autodesk. Okay, so let's learn more about it. In the last decade, digitalization has transformed a wide range of industrial sectors, resulting in tremendous increase in productivity, product quality, and product variety. In the architecture, engineering, and construction industry, digital tools are increasingly adopted for designing, constructing, and operating buildings and infrastructure assets. However, the continuous use of digital information along the entire process chain falls significantly behind other industry domains. All too often, valuable information is lost because information is still predominantly handed over in the form of drawings, other as physically printed plots on paper or in digital but limited format. Such disruption in the information flow occur across the entire life cycle of a built facility, in its design, construction, and operation phases, as well in the very important handovers between these phases. The planning and realization of built facilities is a complex undertaking involving a wide range of stakeholders from different fields of expertise. For a successful construction project, a continuous reconciliation and intense exchange of information among these stakeholders is necessary. So currently, this typically involves the handover of technical drawings of the construction project in graphical manner in the form of horizontal and vertical section views and detailed drawings. The software used to create these drawings imitate the centuries old way of working using a drawing board, and exchanging through paper or CAD drawings. However, line drawings cannot be comprehensively understood by computers. The information they contain can only be partially interpreted, right? What I mean by the interpretation, suppose you draw two parallel line. So that those two parallel line can be interpreted as wall, can be interpreted as like a stick or a road. It can be interpreted in any form, right? So that's what is necessary, a model, a 3D model, which will contain all the information that you don't have to interpret, right? So what you are going to actually construct, the model will tell about itself. It will give you all the information by itself. You don't have to interpret, you don't have to judge, you don't have to like guess. So all the information you will get through that model. So that is the base of your building information modeling. So basing the information flow on drawings alone therefore fails to harness the great potential of information technology for supporting project management and building operation. A key problem is that the consistency of the diverse technical drawings can only be checked manually. This is a potential massive source of errors, particularly if we take into account that the drawings are typically created by experts from different design disciplines and across multiple companies. Design changes are particularly challenging. If they are not continuously tracked and relayed to all related plans, inconsistencies can easily arise and often remain undiscovered until the actual construction, where they then incur significant extra cost for all the changes and the solution on site. In conventional practice, design changes are marked only by means of revision cloud in the drawings, which can be hard to detect and ambiguous. The limited information depth of technical drawings also has a significant drawback in the information on the building design. Cannot be directly used by downstream application for any kind of analysis, calculation, and simulation, but must be re-entered manually, which again requires unnecessary additional work, is a further source of errors. The same holds again requires unnecessary additional work. Uh, so the main thing is that this digital representation of physical and functional characteristics of a facility. This is a shared knowledge resource for information about a facility, forming a reliable basis for decisions during its life cycle. So BIM should be used from the planning phase and till the operation stage throughout the whole life cycle. So let's know about it in more details. Let me switch it. Yeah. So this is the most important thing, that a model, a 3D model. When I talk about a model, that means I'm talking about a 3D model. So a 3D model has the three-dimensional information and also has other informations like non-graphical information. So 3D is your graphical information, and we also have non-graphical information and some information related to document. So documentation informations are also there. So if I talk about like non-graphical information, so non-graphical information is like your time, your cost, your sustainability, and some other informations are like there's like assembly code, when it will be. So that comes under time and manufacturing details. So all these informations are there, like when it is going to be completed on site, and how much it will cost. Every information is required. So better you understand, better you construct, right? And as I mentioned that all the stakeholders which are involved in a big project, you have to make sure that all the informations are shared between all the stakeholders at the right time. No, without any delay, without any lagging, without any misinterpretation, without any loss of data, right? So we need also that management of information, better sharing of information, right? So that next is the main thing is about information. So in that model, your information is attached with your model. So that is linked with the model. That means if you update your information, your model gets updated. If you update your model, your information gets updated. So better you understand, right? And better information you have. Okay, so how you start your BIM in any project. So for that, let's talk about BIM maturity. So BIM maturity is like if you are using CAD drawings. So that means you are using level 0 beam, that is defined as a level 0 beam. So there is no information attached to your model, and there is no such 3D model even, right? And there is no collaboration, there is no coordination between all the stakeholders, like all the disciplines are working individually. Architecture will complete their task, and then they will send their drawings to the structural engineers, and then they will start again. So there is lots of waiting hours, and lots of uh, data missing options are there. Okay, and next talk about level 1. So level 1, you update yourself further, and there is your 3D model, but there is no such 3D BIM model. So 3D BIM model, that means uh, informations are not attached. So if I talk about 3D model and 3D BIM model, so you must have the idea about the differences between 3D model and 3D BIM model. So when you have a 3D BIM model you have created in AutoCAD or 3ds Max or any kind of modeling software, there all the informations are not attached with the model. So suppose you have created a model of uh, uh, of a concrete column. Suppose you have created a concrete column, and you don't know, if you have created in AutoCAD or 3ds Max, you don't know what is the grade of your concrete, right? And if you are providing reinforcement, so there you have just created the model of your reinforcement, but you don't know the what I say, the steel quality, and anything, all the details, it's not present there. You just have the three-dimensional information, but other informations are missing there. And there it's like when you have 3D modeling software, so you have some sort of connectivity with the stakeholders, and you are completing within your team members. Suppose within a team, your architecture is there, all the designers are there, but with other stakeholders like a client and owner, subcontractor, you are missing your coordination with those members. So it's a partial collaboration. Now, level two BIM is actually you are implementing BIM throughout the whole life cycle. So how you share your information. So let's talk about after this. I'll talk about how you share all the information with all the stakeholders. So here we have the full collaboration with all the stakeholders, where we have a common platform where all the informations are like are present, uh, and each members can access all the information at the same time, without any delay, without any loss of information, and without any interpretation even. So suppose if there is any question arise, so at the same time when he arise the question, uh, the person gets the notification, and he quickly can solve it. So it's a better management of your datas, and all the informations are there. So like not only 3D informations are there, your 4-dimensional information, 5-dimensional information, 6-dimensional information, and so on informations are attached within your model, and you better manage on the site. So you control the budget, you control the waste, you control the time, and you collaborate within your team better. And level 3, so level 3 BIM is called also as a open BIM, where it's like if you have your clients in a different country, so you can globally collaborate within all the stakeholders. So it's not like one party is there. Suppose client is there, and your design team is there, subcontractor is there. So they are all at different in different countries. So you can collaborate within all the stakeholders, no matter wherever they are, and they will access one single repository where all the files will be stored. One single central file will be there, one single master file will be there. So that is your open BIM, where the maturity level it's on high peak, and BIM is available at its best. Now let's talk about the common data environment. So this is one single repository through which we collaborate within all the stakeholders, within all the members. So here all the datas are stored, managed, and through this you control the permission to the stakeholders, how much a member can access of your project. Okay, so when you create a big project, or you are working in a big project, so there are chances of having lots of files, and you can create a mess. So you need a better management of data. So this is the single repository where you manage all the data related to your project, and all the RFIs, all the reviews, all the markups, all the queries, all the clash detections, and everything. So all the project members are involved at the same time, and whenever you arise a problem, the all the members who are involved within that project get the notification, and they can solve it quickly. So there is no waiting hours, you don't have to wait for sending a message, or sending uh, like you don't have to type emails and send it. So you don't have to do like that. You just create your model, and you specify the person name there, and that person will get notification to solve your problem. This is the way. So the common data environment is your BIM 360. Okay, so we will learn about that also. And now, as I've said that when you work in a big project, you have lots of information, and you need to manage them well. And when you develop your design, your informations get matured as well. So that is called level of development. So each level, how much in each level, how much informations are there, that is defined by a term that is called level of development. And level of development has stages like LOD, level of development, that is a short form LOD. So LOD 100, LOD 200, so on. We have like that. And each stage like LOD 100 has its own definition. In this stage, how much information will be available, that is known to all the designers, all the AC engineers, all the AC professionals. So this thing is very much essential because each stage has different level of information. Like in the planning stage, there are some basic level of informations attached with your design. And in conceptual stage, there are some sort of extra information attached with your design. When you are at schematic design, there are some level of information. When you are at good for construction drawing stage, there you have some kind of information attached. So how many information will be attached, what are those? So that is defined through level of development. And it can be varied by different project. Okay. And as per the client requirement as well, so it can be varied. So it is defined by BIM manager. It is assigned by the BIM manager, and it is decided when the EIR, that is employed employment information requirement, or can say also exchange information requirement. That is kind of a tender where all the requirements are mentioned by the client. And as per that, we create a BIM execution plan that is created by BIM manager. So as per that, we create BIM execution plan, and there we mention all the strategies, what BIM tools will be used, like for 3D modeling. We will be using Revit or ArchiCAD. All the strategies are mentioned, and who are responsible for this design and all class checking and data management and everything. So all the responsibilities are distributed within all the stakeholders. So we create BIM execution plan, and there we mention like in this level of development, what are the informations will be attached. So now let's talk about the uh, uh, standards, where you will find out the level of development informations. So initially it was like PAS 1192. So there are different parts of your PAS 1192 standard. So it was initially developed by UK authorities, that is uh, AIA, that is American Institute of Architects, and later uh, it is developed by BIS, uh, and that is the standard PAS 1192. And right now we are having ISO 19650, so that is the international standard, you can say. So that is being used globally by each country. Like India is using that ISO 19650, and all other countries are using 19650, ISO 19650. So previously it was like UK was using their own standard for BIM, Singapore was using their own standard of BIM, but right now we are using one common standard, that is ISO 19650. Now let's talk about that uh, level of development, each stage of level of development. So LOD 100, LOD 200, LOD 300 we have. So that can be varied as well by each country. So suppose you are using right now LOD 100, but in other country that can be defined as LOD 1. LOD 200 can be defined as LOD 2. So the naming is not such important. The main important thing is that when the BIM execution plan is created, there all the informations are mentioned that in this level of development, these are the information will be attached. So like LOD 100, that is the conceptual stage or the planning stage. There you will have the area and the height of your building and the volume and the location. So these are the basic information will be attached. and later your information get matured, so you will have more information, like the materials will be used and so on. And you have LOD 300 where all the proper size and proper shape are there. Okay, and next we have like LOD 350, that is the stage where your model is ready with the information to be constructed. So all the information for your construction is attached within your model at this stage. And then LOD 400, that is for your fabrication and assembly, or else you can say this as a shop drawing. And LOD 500. So LOD 500 is like a replica of your physical model. So at the site, after all the changes at the site, you maintained it as built model. So all the information you have changed in the site, or whatever it is constructed in the site, that you have maintained in your BIM model, that is called your LOD 500. Okay. So LOD 500, the most important thing is that after this, it will continue throughout the whole life cycle of your building. So building construction stage only holds the 15% of the whole life cycle, and we have after that facility management, operation, and all of this. So those mostly require all the information properly. So there you have to maintain your LOD 500 properly. And now let me show you the example of your LOD 100. So LOD 100, here you have one plan of a chair. So you know that it's going to be look like this, but here you have this thing, but here you haven't decided like all the materials you haven't decided. So here you have the area and the height and the concept, that design you have. And LOD 200, there you have the thickness of your chair back and seat, how much thickness it's going to be, uh, and all the details after that area and height. And the LOD 300, there you have placed like for assembly, and LOD 400, there it is, like your time simulation, and all the estimation is ready after that. All the quantity takeoff is ready at this stage, LOD 400, with all the previous information. And now we have that LOD 500, that is your as-built model. So now you have all the informations after manufacturing this chair. And after that, after this, like if your chair is broke, or get defect in your chair, so you need those information from LOD 500 to repair it and to fix it. So to operate, to maintain your construction project, you need LOD 500 after your construction. So this is how you create, how you maintain your BIM model. And that's all. And let's start about the question and answer session right now. So guys, let's start the question and answer session. If you have any question, you can ask me. If you have any doubt, if you have any other queries related to BIM, you can ask me. Hello guys. So this is all for today about the introduction of BIM. I hope you got understand. Let me give you, as per the EIR, we create a strategy that how we are going to achieve this project throughout the BIM. So in the EIR, all the requirements are mentioned. Like if the client is required only a 3D BIM model, or 5D is the requirement. So as per that, that the BIM manager or the BIM specialist creates the strategy, and what are the right tools we will be using. So that is also mentioned, like are we going to use uh, Revit structure or Tekla, are you going to use Naviswork or Synchro? So that totally depends on the client requirement and about the project requirement. And as per the BIM manager, we defined the strategy, we defined everything like uh, LOD, what are the informations attached in each level of LOD, and how we are going to manage all the informations, and within which time it will be completed. Each and every information about all the strategy are mentioned, are cleared in the BIM execution plan. And as per that, uh, all the tasks are assigned to the particular members, to the particular designers, to the particular team. It is assigned, and then we start executing it. And then we start creating our design from the planning stage. So when you use BIM from the planning stage, so you put lots of effort during your designing stage, but after that you save time in the construction stage, and you save money in the construction stage, because you have made it clear that there are less chances of error in the site. You have made it clear through your design. You have made the better design through the BIM. All the informations are there. Uh, every clarity are there. All the uh, all the stakeholders are having the clarity about your design. So you put lots of effort throughout the design stage, and then you when you start your construction stage, there your efforts are minimized, and your time are minimized, your uh, budget are minimized, your budget, you do it within the proper budget. So that's how you execute. Okay. And for each stage, for each information, we have different software. Suppose we are just creating a normal plan, so for that we can just create a AutoCAD for only just a 2D plan for LOD 100. There we just need the location. We can attach a Google map, and there we can place a uh, a normal plan we can attach. And after that we can create a BIM model in Revit. So for each and every operation we have different softwares. For 3D we have Revit, ArchiCAD. For architecture model we have like Revit architecture. For structure we have Revit structure, Tekla. For 4D simulation we have Naviswork, Synchro, Solibri. So there are lots of softwares from different vendors are there. We have EcoSim, Open Road. For road construction project we have Civil 3D as well. So this is not limited. This BIM is much beyond even our imagination. So we can BIM is more beyond the definition. So we can attach our own thing as well. We can customize here. The customization option is open. You can customize your things. So that's the whole thing about BIM. So LOD 400 and LOD 500. So LOD 400 is, let me tell you the term, that is, you can say, shop drawings of fabrication stage, and LOD 500 is your as built stage. Okay. So LOD 400, that is totally ready. LOD 400, that is totally ready for your construction, and you are ready to purchase all the materials. All the estimations are there. Everything is there. But what happened? At the site, some things are changed. Some sort of changes happen at the site. You have uh, estimated the right quantity, but because of labor mistake and more wastage, you need more quantities. So at the site, whatever it is happened, you maintain that in your model. Okay. That is called your LOD 500. So all the information after the changes at the site, you maintain it in your model. All the information you put it back in your model, and you maintain uh, as built model for for tracking all the information, whatever what is happening in the site, and for the future purpose for your operation and maintaining your building. So that is the difference between LOD 400 and LOD 500. And yeah, so another question I got, Pranab, is there any role of BIM coordinator at the time of site execution? Yeah, definitely, definitely. BIM coordinator has a role. So BIM coordinator will maintain all the documents, and he will assign all the tasks. He will solve all the problems. And suppose you have when you are executing at the site, you have some questions, you have some confusions. So then what will happen? Like as a BIM coordinator, he will uh, he will ask the RFI, or he will raise the RFI, or suppose even if you are as a designer, so you will arise the RFI. So that will pass through the BIM coordinator. So you cannot send the RFI directly to the client, or to the subcontractor, or to the right person. You cannot directly send it. So you will send it to the BIM coordinator. BIM coordinator will check it whether it is the right RFI to be asked, or if he can solve it, so he will solve it. Then if it is not the information is not available within that drawing or within the document, then he will send it the RFI to the client, and then he will get it back from the client, and then he will again check it whether all the informations are right or wrong, and if there is any missing, so he will the BIM coordinator will send it back to that person, and then he will again receive it, and then he will forward to the team members or to the team. And like as per the strategy, he will execute at the site. Okay. And some some coordinators also create the model as well. So BIM coordinator also part of the design, and also the part of your execution at the site. So most mainly the designers doesn't go to the site. So BIM coordinators is the medium between the designer team and the site engineer or the execution team. So BIM coordinator will convey all the design information at the site, and then he will be the part of the site execution as well. So BIM coordinator can be both site engineer and designers. Okay, so but the BIM modeler or the BIM engineer cannot generally they don't go to the site. So for that there is BIM coordinator. Okay. Any more question? Any more queries? And please let me know that if I'm able to clear your queries. Are you satisfied with the answer? Please do respond as well. And if you still have doubt, you can still ask me the question. So I hope I'm able to clear you. I'm able to clear your doubt. So if there is no further question, so I can end the class here.